way easier for me to hold. But it is this brown and cream colored purse. Let me try to show you guys. So I actually got this purse from a discount store when I was 13 years old, and I got it for my 13th birthday. I absolutely love the color. It goes with everything, and it's such a easy bag to carry. And I discovered some fortune cookie fortunes were still in here, which is really funny. I had it in a zipper pocket. I do use this bag sometimes, but I never really need to open the inner zipper pocket, so I had no idea that 13-year-old me left some fortunes in there. I just thought that was funny. You know, sometimes whenever you have a purse, and maybe it's like been a little bit since you opened it, and you open it up and discover new things. I think the best thing that I discover in purses that I have not opened in a while would be money. Sometimes I find like a dollar bill in my bag, and I get all excited because I'm like, oh, there's some money in there. Sometimes, you know, you're at a store and you get change and you don't really have time to pull your wallet out, and I personally get a lot of anxiety whenever I'm at a store and, you know, I feel rushed because the person behind me needs to pay, and I just hurry up and shove all the change in my bag, and then I'm like, I'll deal with it later, and then later never comes. And then years later, you find it. When you empty out your bag to clean it on a random Tuesday, and you realize it's been a long time since you've gone through all your stuff, and you find all sorts of things. Money, like snack wrappers, tissues, all kinds of things. warmer places, but I've never really ever gone to like a nature kind of vacation, if that makes sense. And it's been on my list of things that I want to do for years and years and years, but I haven't for some reason. I don't really know if any of you guys have ever been on one of those trips, but I always worry about how much I need to pack because I like being prepared. I'm kind of the first person to overpack whenever it comes to going places, but I mean, you never know what you're going to end up needing, especially if you're traveling somewhere that's far away from civilization. You want to be sure that you come prepared because you just don't really know. I'm gonna go ahead and grab another bag soon, but this sounds good, so I think we'll stay like this for a little bit. I will tell a little bit of a story, but I remember I've gone on day trips before. Actually, let me grab another trigger so this doesn't get boring. Very, very, very cute. This was not originally mine. I think my mom gave this to me, but I adore it. It's so cute. I'll go ahead and tell my little story. So, whenever I was younger, sometimes we would go on little day trips to places that had a lot of nature. And this one time, we were going to go to this kind of like mountain, and I remember, like by we, I mean my family and I, we were in the car driving, and for some reason it was like we weren't able to get there. I was a kid still, but I still remember there were a bunch of car accidents, and there was a lot of traffic, and then we ended up getting out of the traffic, and there ended up being a fire, and the traffic had to be redirected, and a place that should have only taken us an hour to get to, we still were not able to be there after several hours. And it was just kind of too late to go to the mountain because my family decided it'd be dangerous. You know, the later that I got, going to a more remote area would be dangerous, especially when sundown was approaching. So what did we do instead? Well, it was dinner time, and so we ended up seeing a sign for an Olive Garden, which is an Italian restaurant. For those of you guys who have never been to Olive Garden before, we stopped at the Olive Garden, and it actually ended up being one of the best decisions we ever made. The food was so good, so good, and it ended up being like the staff was incredible. We told them our story, and I just kind of ended up chatting with everybody there. And I remember how kind and just friendly. We literally had the best experience ever. That was the best Olive Garden we have ever been to, hands down. And I loved that experience so much. So I think that kind of just goes to show how sometimes when plans can't happen, we just need to adjust, and everything will be okay. We ended up having a lovely car ride as a family, and clearly now I'm an adult, and it's something that I still remember very, very favorably and happily. So it's a good memory of mine from childhood, and I'm so glad that my family was able to turn what would have been a disappointing day for a child, because, you know, as a child, you're like, oh, we're gonna go to the mountains, and you get all excited, and it doesn't end up happening. When you're little, that can be a big disappointment. so sorry I'm not holding the bag. I have low energy today. I'm so sorry. I always feel really bad whenever I can't, like, do everything that I planned for, but that's kind of, I mean, that's literally the point of my story, right? It's like, you turn disappointment into something else. So I'm letting the table hold the bag for me while I just kind of yap. You guys have told me that you like my whisper rambles, so hopefully this is okay. I'm hoping that you're not getting too tired of the ramble videos. That sounds good. Hopefully that's not too loud though. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the next bag. This is a backpack. I'm a little bit of a cheater. I know I said this was my first video, but this is a backpack. I think it's really cute. I like the cream and the brown combination. I think it is very, very cute. I'm so sorry I'm not holding it. To explain myself a little bit better, I have these moments where, like, my arms get really, really, really tired. And that's what's happening right now. But hopefully you can still hear it and it still sounds okay. I think, honestly, today has been really good. It was sunny all day, and those kinds of days are my favorite days. Yeah, sunny days are my absolute favorite days because it's just so pretty. I actually did, last week, like, before I started to not feel so good, I went walking, and it felt amazing because it was, not only was it a warmer day, but it was also kind of the perfect setting. I mean, there was just this beautiful park, and I love going to parks. I remember one time I went there and I saw all of these butterflies, and I don't think I've ever seen that many before. And I took pictures of them and just admired them for a while. And then in that area, there's this bridge that you can cross, and you can kind of like look down and see everything. So I did that, and then I kind of regretted it a little bit because it's very, very loud on the bridge. You can hear all of the oncoming traffic. I will bring my headphones next time. It was just a little bit too loud for me. But it's a really fun area. There's like places, if you bring your lunch, you can eat there because there are picnic benches, and I've been looking forward to springtime so I can go on one of my picnics. I will move this to the other side one sec. Yeah. This bag is probably like the quietest of them all. which I haven't